Hi, this is Fred. We're going to give you a second look at the HTML5 prototype for BigBlueButton, currently in development. I have two browser windows here. I'm going to log into the BigBlueButton client on the right-hand side using the traditional API examples that we've got. You'll see the familiar BigBlueButton client come up. The left-hand browser, I'm going to log in through the HTML5 client. So I'm going to choose the current session, English 300. I'll log in and we'll sign in. So a bit further along since the last video, but I'll quickly go through. We've got the users and the chat. So this is all live. You can see that there are two people in the session. If I switch back and forth presenter, you can see it updating in the HTML5 client. I can also chat back and forth as well. The chat is two-way. So I'm just going to type a message into the HTML5 client. Hi from HTML5. And it appears in the BigBlueButton client. Glad you could make it. And we'll send a message back. And it's visible inside the HTML5 client. So the point I want to focus on now is the work that we've done recently to extend the integration with the presentation. So the mouse movements are in place. So the pointers are moving around, as you can see. I can do drawing as well. So I'm just going to draw a little bit here. And you can see it mirroring it inside HTML5 client. It's just missing a few strokes, a few things to work on there, but you kind of know what's going on. So the parts that are new now I want to show is the support for the slides. So in the BigBlueButton client, I'm going to upload a presentation. And what you'll see is that presentation is now going to be reflected in the HTML5 client. So users from HTML5 now follow along. So the mouse movement is there, the whiteboard. I can advance the slides, and you can see that the HTML5 client is keeping them in sync. I'm going to just upload a second presentation just to show that it can switch back and forth. So we're going to switch to a new presentation. And once it finishes processing, there. So it's funny, the client, HTML5 client, actually gets it a little bit earlier. But it's just how the data structures are working. So there, we can now sync up the presentation, go back and forth, and you can see the quality is quite good. So that's another update on where we're at with the HTML5 prototype for BigBlueButton. For more information, here's the information on BigBlueButton.org.